Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to the Phoenix Raceway for the Busch Light Series. NORLA is back in action, and it's the Busch Light guys who are getting ready to take the track after the truck guys yesterday. It was a really good truck race. NORLA's big return weekend here at Phoenix. Phoenix always produces some really good racing here for the series, so glad to be back, and it's a pretty decent track to start things off after our return from our really long hiatus. Zachary DeLello is going to capture the pole, and he'll have obviously the best seat in the house to get a good start to this thing here, so keep an eye on DeLello. 42 drivers will start today's race for 63 laps, which is just over 64 miles, and the pit window is about 11 to 14 laps, so we'll see guys, if we stay green for that long, we'll see guys go down pit road for their service, 11 or so laps into the race. So Phoenix, one of those tracks these drivers always say is somewhat difficult. Of course, it's not as banked as a lot of the other tracks we go to. This Mountain Oval is pretty flat, but the dogleg right here is, as soon as these guys get past the start finish line, they're going to be fanning away as we get the commands here.
Start your engines!
And the engines are fired up and drivers rolling off of pit road. Doesn't look like anyone had any issues to get going here. So far, so good. So, NORLA being back. So, we got a lot of new faces, some driver moves here and there. Teams returning, new teams coming along.
Fellas,
Really
get ready to rock and
happy
roll.
to have
Got a whole lot to
everybody.
say about today. It's just time to go out there and do some work. See your job
Everyone
safe
on
and smooth.
board.
Remember, we've got to be here at the end of this thing in order to make anything happen. Earl, make sure you're doing your job up there, man. Keeping them cool, keeping them calm, one at a time.
Little pep talk right there, but here we go. The green flag is out, and the Busch Light Series is back. So we're racing here in Phoenix. Do apologize about the little lag right there. Great start so far for Zachary DeLello. The 22, 4 flying racing, 3 wide, just about for second. That is trouble corner right there out of 2. Used to be corner number 4. And coming around the lead, lap number 1, Zachary DeLello. Is there side by side, Chase Chris and Drake Carpentier. Younger brother for Dallas Carpentier. These guys 3, 4 wide. Singleton to the bottom right there, Kevin Brantley and others. These starts and the restarts is the biggest opportunities for these guys to make passes, as we had the truck guys, say that it was very difficult to pass unless you had a really good really good race truck. And grip is one thing that they all were talking about as well. Some of these guys weren't in the truck race. Oh, we got a car up into the wall right there out of corner 2, and caution's going to be out. Big wreck in the back. Multiple drivers collected, and a caution is going to be out. Shane and a couple. Oh man, and they're still wrecking. What is the 33 doing? Or the 02 rather. 33 looks just like that, but caution flag is out. DeLello is your race leader. And number of drivers is going to be out after this one. You see the 54 retiring pit road. There's the 5. Let's go back and take a look. And they were 4 wide. Of course, any 4 wide situation usually spells trouble. And this, look at that. They were thinking about going 5 wide. Yeah, they were 5 wide at Phoenix. That is not unheard of, but also very not recommended. So that's what happened. And the contact right there and up into the outside wall. And 66, he also takes a big hit, the 91. Another look at it here, 4 wide, and guys just getting ran out the track and ran out of room. See right there, the 90 and the 02. Jack Davis in the 90 hard into the wall. Seth Bayless in the O2 right there, and temperature's already high. I guess that's why the O2 kind of ran into some of those guys. But when we look at it in real time, this started way back here, 4 wide. Nope, let's go 5 wide, and well, obviously that didn't work out for the best interest for those guys on the outside. The O2 and the 90 getting into each other right there, and Seth Bayless not happy on the radio. But let's get some onboards here. Riding on board with the 54 here.
Inside.
And McShane.
Bill with you.
Get those
Checking up
guys
for a bit,
nowhere
checking
to
up.
go. The 34 also able to contact right
Caution's
there.
out, caution's out, caution's out.
66 also gets into the wall pretty hard right there actually. 66 being
Still there.
one of those
One in the fan.
right there. See contact right there and run into the outside wall. 78 came into this incident as well. They're gonna have some damage, but caution flag is out here at Phoenix. The Busch Light Series is gonna take a little quick break, and we'll bring you back to the restart. Welcome back here to Phoenix Raceway, getting set to go back green after cleanup on the track. Some of these guys did go down pit road and some didn't. So pit strategies are already on the way here early at Phoenix. Zachary DeLello is your race leader, the 27. To his outside, that is Ray Carpentier. Malik Evans and Collins also right behind them. Singleton, Chase Chris, Kevin Brantley, Zachary Fitzwater Sr. As we get set to go back green here, gonna try this one more time. And green flag is out as we're racing once again. DeLello's gonna lead the field of green. Three wide already for the race lead. Collins wasting no time as he washes way out the track. Trey Carpentier is going to be the big. He's going to take the big. Oh, we got holy cow! Car upside down on the backstretch here, and caution is going to be out again. Multiple drivers involved this time, and once again, big wreck right there out of corner number 2. 15 Konstantinovich involved, and he looks like he is done for the day. Grigsby also collected, and caution flag is out. Collins is your race leader this time around. There's a 15 of Konstantinovich. Tough break right there. Let's try to go back and see what happened here. That's the 8 of Brandon Mayhew for Horizon Motorsports. Just gets sandwiched up into the wall really, and does a full flip on top of the safer barrier just about. 86 right there of Derek Green collected in the lone Honda in the field. Tough break right there for Brandon Mayhew, and he is still going. Another look at it here. I can't. Oh, it looks like Derek Green actually went up and made contact with the 11. That's Tim Randolph in the 11, and just look at this. What a view right there. Can you imagine all those guys over there parked with their RVs looking at this like, what the heck? And yeah, it just kind of became a roadblock after that. See the 7 of Daniel Voy was also collected as we look at this in real time here. Big hit right there for Mayhew. Riding on board here with the lone Honda in the field, that is Derek Green.
3 wide bottom, 3 wide bottom. Hang in there.
Oh boy, heck of a view right there for him.
Out here, caution
6 is also collected in this.
3 wide.
Ledger Matthews.
3 wide down the middle.
Colin Sherman. Sherman also just kind of gets sandwiched right there.
Yellow's out, yellow's out.
Definitely suffered some damage, but was able to continue. So caution is out for the second time here at Phoenix. The Busch Light Series return race here. 2 yellows so far, both really big incidents. The 8 of Brandon Mayhew upside down. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back to the action. Aren't you guys just happy to have NORLA back here as Busch Light Series continues from Phoenix, getting set for the restart after our second yellow. Brandon Mayhew getting extinguished and sent upside down right there out of 2. Singleton and DeLello on your front row, and they did go down pit road once again. So
out real well, man. Clean off those tires.
we'll see what happens if we can get this thing going for a few green flag laps here. As here we go, green flag. And then a really good start by the 99 of Singleton, and that's a new rule here in NORLA, as once you're in the restart zone, you don't have to wait on the leader. Just go. So 3 wide for the race lead. Here comes Brandon Smith to the inside. Zachary DeLello gonna get sent to the middle here, trying to hold off Smith as the dude wipes Chevrolet, trying to make his way to the lead here. Nevins right behind them, side by side with Collins. DeLello continues to lead. How about Singleton?
All clear.
IndyCar champion and multiple races won in IndyCar. For Singleton in that green number 99 right there, 3rd place, having a solid run right now, trying his luck with the stock cars. There's Dre Carpentier to the inside of the 27 once again.
Inside. You're in the middle here.
Carpentier for Instinct Motorsport. Instinct Motorsport crew. A lot of guys using this opportunity right now to make passes, and we got one guy going out pit road. There's Brandon Mayhew. Somehow is still in this race after flipping. You don't really see that a lot, so kudos to those guys for checking the car, making sure nothing is wrong. It's Tim Randolph. Oh man, nearly getting to the 4 right there of Kevin Brantley. And he's going to go back down pit road. They're trying to service their cars and car into the wall. Actually, that's Dre Carpentier and nearly wrecks. And they're able to keep it clean. Fitzwater way down on the apron as he's going to back out of that mess. Still up to speed. I think he's just backing out of all of that right there. They need to wreck a bunch of rookies. Zachary DeLello, though, for Flying Racing, continues to lead over Brandon Smith, Singleton, and Nevins and others. DeLello has yet to win in the top 3 national series. He has won in the Pro Series and ARC Series, of course, and always runs really well. So DeLello is just one of those guys just waiting for the moment, or just waiting for the race. You can say, finally, they've gotten themselves a win. 27 side by side with the 61 right there. Carpentier nearly wrecked earlier and putting the fight right now to the 61. Behind them, Chase Christ in the 18 did not have a good race, and the trucks wrecked out. Chase Christ for Breeding Enterprises right now just slides up the track just a little bit right there.
Still there. Still there.
Really good battle right here between those guys. As up front, things are still getting dicey as they have caught the 91 who got into the incident earlier. It's, of course, going to be slow, and battle for the race lead. Smith wants it from DeLello. Really going to see how good this 23 is here and how good the 22 is as well. There's the 11 once again. Is it going to go down pit road? Yep, right back down pit road. And now here comes the 23, little peak right there. Evans also making a move for 3rd. Can't quite make the pass right there, but we'll see what happens in 1 and 2. See if DeLello gets any sort of run. No, that 23 really stuck on the inside real good that time. 22 is going to have a bit of a run on the outside, but I don't think he's going to be able to keep it up, as the 23 is going to have the preferred line on the inside here. And Brandon Smith is going to come around and lead a lap. And he's going to be able to clear DeLello finally. DeLello way up the track. That car looks like it's losing its handling or grip just a little bit right there. Here comes now Malik Nevins in the 21. The Infinity Racing Chevrolet right there.
I think you really found some speed relative to the field. Just nice and smooth here. Breathing room out back. Let's go forward. We're moving forward. We're getting closer to the leader speed. Really good job here.
Nevins keeping the pressure on DeLello in this 22. Kevin Brantley also back here trying to hold off the 61 of Collins. Oh man, Collins is going to make a move, but so does Singleton, and they're going to go 3 wide. No contact right there, and Singleton's actually going to go down pit road, and the leaders are actually down pit road. So Brandon Smith, Zachary DeLello, Dwayne Singleton. As our first round of green flag pit stops underway, Evans is going to take the lead. Side-by-side battle as the 8 of Brendan Mayhew is going to just get out of those guys' way. See if anyone else goes down pit road here. Doesn't look like it. How about the 07 having a quiet run up here? Jacob Athens. Right there in front of the 9.
Go! All the way to the last line.
Oh man, in the race of a pit road, just so close
Watch
right
your
there.
outside here, watch your outside.
I was wondering who's going to get it, but it looks like it's going to be the 23 of Smith. Great pit stop for him. Now DeLello is going to have to be the one to play catch up. He nearly beat him off pit road, but DeLello just couldn't get going quicker than the 23 did, and now he's going to put some lap cars between him and DeLello. So now the race is really on here to put some really good lap times in. Another look at this race off of pit road right here. See right there's 23 was already full head of steam, and it's not enough speed right there at the end for DeLello. Real talented young driver still looking for his first Busch Light win, of course. Here's the 9 of Monaco, Luis Monaco.
Hustle around and pit this time. I want you to come around and pit this time. Be careful getting onto pit road down there.
Of the late Eric Monaco. As these guys now making their first round of green flag pit stops. Usually we have some trouble, or sometimes I guess you could say we have some trouble of drivers crashing going down pit road. So right now, so far, so good. 27 of Drake Pentier on pit road. See the 7 is also on pit road. Daniel Voiles. Fitzwater making, or already made a stop, coming off of pit road now. The 98 as well. On to go for it. And it's a clean race off of pit road for those guys. 27 off pit road for a while. They must have been making some repairs or something. But Brandon Smith, the Dude Wipe Chevrolet, with the race lead right now. Zachary DeLello trying to catch him. These guys are just going to be logging laps right now. But of course, there's going to be lap cars in the talk here if this thing stays green. There's Collins. Currently scored as the, or was scored as the race leader. Jacob Haltz in the 39 this season. Having a really good battle right there with Athens. These guys have had a run in the cup. It's fun to see them race each other right there. So Brandon Smith right now is going to do a top 5 rundown. He has a race lead. Zachary DeLello right there behind him. DeLello made some adjustments on that stop, and he's hoping it helps him a little bit. They're struggling with grip a lot, so keep an eye on that 22. See, it looks like he may be catching the 23 a little bit. Third place, Malik Nevins. they definitely made some adjustments on that last stop, saying the car was really tight on entry. So Nevins is gonna log some laps here and of course give the feedback and see if anything better comes up with them. Kevin Brantley right now running 4th for Smith Racing Enterprises. Started this race 13th. He's running top 5 right now. Really good run for the Alive Chevrolet. And of course 5th place Dwayne Singleton making his start here in the core, or not the core, I keep saying core, in the Busch Light Series. So those guys all in the top 5. DeLello, we'll see what he can do here. He has 1 lap car between him and the race leader. Lap car being Colin Sherman for DS Racing. 02 goes another lap down. Evans looked like he lost a little bit of ground to the 22, but trying to make it back up very quickly, obviously. And these lap cars going to play a real big factor in that. Is going to have to get around them as quickly as possible. You can't lose any time here at Phoenix, and especially if this thing stays green, passing is going to be very difficult. It's going to be hard to come by. So that's why these guys aren't wasting any time right now with the lap cars. Race leader do have a few lap cars ahead of him. We'll see if he catches them before the next pit stop cycle starts, and the next one may be the final one. So a lot could happen here as we're just about past the halfway mark at Phoenix. A couple of these guys back here going through the field so you can see your car and see where your driver is at. Looks like Bahals is able to hold off Athens for now. Big battle right here between Singleton and Monaco. 6th of Andrew Matthews also in this. Matthews for Maverick Motorsports, teammates with Maverick McColton, who was in the 5, saw in the wreck earlier. So there's Malik Nevins chasing down DeLello. DeLello chasing down the leader, of course, but he's having to worry about Malik Nevins. We can see the lap cars just ahead of your race leader. They're all battling, so we'll see what Smith does once he catches these lap cars.
No tires on it, Ben. You're doing a really good job. Just maintain this position. You're doing fine.
And as a driver, that is what you want to hear in your ears. You're having these really long runs. Can't be too quiet on the radio. Some of these drivers don't like that. They want to hear information, and they want to be told the same thing you just heard right there. As DeLello is definitely closed the gap on the race leader. All 3 of the race leaders are actually all under a blanket right here. As Mayhew was being told to let them by, and he did. Superb racing right there by Mayhew, getting out of these guys' way and letting them race. The gap is about the same for Malik and DeLello, but it has shrunk for DeLello and a race leader. But Nevins, he is not letting that 22 out of his side. I'm thinking he's just saving his stuff for when they actually do catch the lap traffic right here. So you can see the 11 coming off of pit road is going to hold up DeLello just a little bit. DeLello gets real tight right there. That's going to cost him some time for sure. I don't think DeLello is going to be too appreciative of that, as you see these guys right here, these slower guys battling, these wounded guys right here, racing with the race leader. This is DeLello's opportunity to gain some ground. But he's also having to worry about Nevins. Brennan Smith, he's going to clear the lappers. And now he has about 2 cars between him and Zachary DeLello. And it's also real important to put distance on the guy, between you and the guy behind you, right before you go into pit stops too. Just maximize the distance between you and the guy behind you. And here comes Nevins now on the attack on the 22. DeLello seemed to be struggling with his car a little bit here. That grip has not improved throughout the race. That 23 is trying to check out, but Nevins is trying to hunt him down as he's cleared DeLello back there.
Okay, that'll give us 20 to go. Real good work. Left those guys behind, buddy. Just hit your marks. You'll run away from them.
20 laps remaining here at Phoenix. Most everyone in the top 5, top 10's kind of separated. Kevin Brantley right here. Oh, contact with the one car right there. Kevin Brantley and Grigsby not friends with each other right there at the moment.
Hit this time, stop, Stewart, and point out.
And they're coming in now for their service of pit stops. The final pit stops of the day, unless we get like a caution within the next 5 laps or so, and they'll probably come in again. But this is a big moment right here for the race leaders. '21 of Malik decided to stay out. We'll see if that's the better strategy. Brantley as well as Monaco, Behalts and others. And still not pitting. So the strategy is all over the place here at Phoenix, and we're going to see how this plays out, as I'm sure these guys are going to be coming in within the next 1 or 2 laps. You see the 99 was already down pit road. We'll watch these guys, see if they pit this time. Side by side right here between Monaco and Brantley. Monaco going to make the pass. Brantley with a late decision to go down pit road. I'm just going to assume that was a late call, but was able to make it. Anyone else going to follow? No. So far not. So things are starting to come in play here. The chatter on pit road is just non-stop right now. Those guys on the pit walls, they cannot afford to make any mistakes here when their driver comes in for his service. And there we go. Race leader down pit road.
We'll make sure we clean the grill good. Okay, fellas, 4 tires here, 4 tires.
And that's the call right there. 4 tires for the 21 of Nevin. So I don't know what the other guys have decided to go with, 2 or 4, but we know the 21 is taking 4 tires. John Goforth going down pit road. There's Drake Carpentier also on pit road right now. There's the 21 of Nevins. He's getting his left sides.
There we go, 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 go.
And away he goes. Right ahead of the 27 who's just now coming down pit road. So we'll see where Nevins lines up. And the 23 you see goes by. The 22 also going to go by. Maybe. No, Nevins is going to drive it in the corner right there. That's a pit road entry right there by the 29. But a bunch of drivers actually now on pit road. Jacob Hall's one of them. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. also. Looks like Behalts is also going to get 4 tires. So it looks like 4 tires is the call right here. 18 of Chase Chris looks like he just got 4 tires as well, but he's on pit road a little bit longer than usual. So it looks like this might cycle back out to the 23 being a race leader. So there he is, Brandon Smith right now. A way bigger gap than he did previously before they came out pit road. So it looks either DeLello had a bad stop or the 23 had a great stop. But either way, that 23 has a really big gap between him and second place, including a lap car. And now it's go time. Nevins on the attack once again for second underneath Zachary DeLello. And these guys are going to race hard here. 23 has gone around another lapper. Oh, not Nevins, DeLello and Brantley making contact right there out of 4. It's just a little bit of
outside
aggression here.
Alright, make some hay here.
Or I believe I said out of 4. That was out of 2. This corner right here. And look at that. close call. But as we go back to the action here.
10
Second.
laps right here, 10 laps.
Second, third, and fourth racing real hard. Meanwhile, the 23s is kind of cruising right now as the laps wind down. And once you catch your lappers, just try to get around them as quickly as possible, because guys like Nevins is not going to waste any time. Brantley's looking real strong right now as the Lelo's car is just continues to struggle right here late race as the race goes on. He is going to lose another position to the 4, obviously, and we'll see if DeLello can maybe try to fight back here. It just looks like that car just does not want to turn. Meanwhile, Nevins has put a gap on those two, and he has his eyes set on the 23. The race right now reaching the final stages, and clear track ahead of 23 just for a little while, not too much longer, and it's a couple of cars, so we'll see if Nevins is going to be able to close the gap any on the 23 here.
The air pressure build is just making this car horrible.
It's Nevins you're hearing on the radio.
Come on, buddy, you can find us something, man. Find us a little something there. You can do it.
He's talking about the air pressure on the car. He has not been able to close the gap too much, but still, he's still right there to be able to strike in case the lap cars get in the way, as Randolph has just been going on and off pit road, and back down pit road he goes. Wounded guys ahead of your race leader here. Brown and others. As the laps are winding down, Malik Evans is running out of time. Kevin Brantley is quietly running in third, and DeLello is falling to fourth, but still not too far back behind the 4. These guys have been battling for a couple of laps right here. Singleton, Pulse, and Monaco, and Athens right there. Doesn't look like Morris is too slow, as we have 5 laps to go. That 36 is not that slow, so we'll see if he's kind enough to let the race leader by here. We'll see what the interval is this time between the 23 and the 21. In the end, Evans is not gaining much ground right now, as Smith is going to put a lap car between him and Evans and continues to try and run away here with the race lead. Evans just does not have the speed right now. That 23 does, and he is putting it to good use. There's more lap cars ahead. We'll see if Evans can close the gap any right here, as Brandon Smith is going to have some lap cars to deal with in these closing laps. Such a fast race car that 23 team has today. They came prepared, and it is showing big time, as he's going to come around.
Clear. Nice job, in.
2 laps to go here for Smith and the 23. Nevins, he has 2 lap cars now between him and the race leader. You can see the distance, the gap right there. Brandon Smith, no wins here so far in the Busch Light Series.
We'll get to it.
He's going to see the white flag, though, and in just about a lap, if he can hold on to it, all of that is going to change. This 23, ever since they took the lead, they've just been so fast. Had a great pit stop, was able to beat DeLello out, and just kept going. Continue to pick off these lappers one at a time, and that's all it took right there. A really good prepared race car for Brandon Smith, and this is going to lead to his first ever career win, as Brandon Smith wins it here at Phoenix.
This is great.
First ever.
Off the block, fellas. call. You're the man. I can't tell you enough. You're the man. Way to do the work, buddy. Awesome day, fellas. Awesome day. Awesome weekend. Great job.
First ever NORLA Busch Light Series win for Brandon Smith. What a heck of a race Smith drove.
Good work, everybody. Man, that's good.
Was able to hold off a hungry Malik Nevins and
everybody down here solid.
Zachary DeLello and all those other guys.
Really good work. Thank you.
Nevins is going to bring it.
Man, you did a fantastic job today, bud. Really did. You brought your work clothes, man, and you drove your ass off.
Nevins is going to bring it home second. So Brandon Smith wins the race. Malik Nevins is going to get second. Kevin Brantley and Zachary DeLello third and fourth, and Jacob Halls was able to hold on for a top 5. Jacob Athens and Mitchell Collins, Singleton, John Goforth, and Alexander Earl rounding out your top 10. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. just missing out on the top 10 right there. Curtis Stevenson Jr., really good run for them as well. Looks like only 5 cars retired out of the race, and ran off, of course, 28 laps down because they just kept going on and off pit road. Tough break for McShane and Davis and Daniel Konstantinovich, all those guys. Luciani just got to hang in there, trying to get next race. But today, the victor is none other than Brandon Smith. Led the most laps here today. And in the end, he gets it done.
Great job,
first career win for him.
Job pitch, fellas.
And the team, and now he's someone that...
Dude, you are absolutely incredible. Just incredible. I am very proud of you, buddy.
Perhaps he's a driver we're going to have to keep an eye on as the season progresses. But congratulations, Brandon Smith, on their first ever career Busch Light Series win. That gets them a ticket into the playoffs when that arrives later on in the season. Thank you guys for watching. Glad to have NORLA back for you guys. And the next race you're going to see is going to be out there at Las Vegas as we continue to stay in the desert here. But the Cup Series and Busch Light Series and Truck Series will all be out there gambling out at Vegas. That's going to be it here from the desert for the Busch Light Series. And it's going to be the Cup guys. It's their time to shine. As congratulations to Brandon Smith on his first career damn it, I keep saying Xfinity, but Busch Light Series. Congratulations to Brandon Smith on the win. And we'll see you guys out there at Las Vegas.